Temperatures this afternoon reached 80 degrees, folks, which means, yeah, we're very mild heading into your weekend. As the temperatures creep up, though, that's our sign. They're only going to go back down. It's very much a spring-like pattern in the couple of days ahead, and that does include the warm temperatures. I want to waste no time, get right into what they look like across the region, because while they are warm here, they're warm everywhere, it seems like. So we can enjoy these temperatures for at least the next couple of days or so. So Louisville, 80 degrees. We're at 78 here in Cincinnati, 79 all the way out in Lincoln, Nebraska. That warm front brought us a little bit of showers this morning. It also brought the warm temperatures we're seeing now. A few gusty winds were reported up to about 35, maybe 40 miles per hour just within the the last couple of hours. But generally speaking, yeah, those temperatures, 25 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. I mean, opening day was fantastic. I really think the weather was in our favor, especially since those showers and those storms kind of just divided amongst 275, and we seemingly escaped the chance for rain. We didn't escape the chill. Today we seemed to do exactly that. I want to check in on those wind gusts up to about 30 miles per hour right now at 7:17 this evening. They will become a little less of an issue heading into your Saturday, only to kind of turn around into Sunday and say, hey, here come the showers and the storms. So if you have any questions about how Sunday or your weekend is going to play out, I'm more than happy to touch on that. Hopefully you're out and enjoying these temperatures, because while they're not going to stay that way for too much longer, they do equal a little bit of storm fuel for Sunday. So right now we're watching satellite and radar for some increasing clouds overnight into Saturday. Most of the rain is clear north of the area. We're going to watch for a pocket of showers to kind of do one of these motions in which it's going to go whoop. It's going to skirt kind of just north of the area, but those up towards Fayette or Union counties in southeastern Indiana, even up towards Dayton, could have a light rain shower with that. But our attention is mainly going to be on Sunday. So the latest information from the Storm Prediction Center saying we're still under an enhanced risk for severe weather. This is going to be for Sunday evening. We're going to be watching for 2 rounds of showers and storms for Sunday. The first one, rain, few rumbles of thunder, maybe some gusty winds. I'm not worried about the severe weather with the early morning round. It's the second round towards the late evening that does bear watching for those gusty winds, those heavy downpours, as well as the large hail. And yeah, we could see some spin up tornadoes with this as well. So we'll be watching that pretty carefully. I'll get to the timing of that here in just a second, as well as the timing overall in your weekend. I want to touch on those temperatures one more time, because we do get some time, some dry time to soak in these these 70s. Don't want to be soaking in the showers quite yet, do we? Now mid-70s tomorrow and for Sunday. My concern for Sunday is 74. But the models are kind of all over the place with that forecast high. I took the middle route. 74 is kind of where models average out for that daytime high for Sunday. Some of them have 78, some of them have 60s. So, of course, the higher that number actually is, the more storm fuel there is for the afternoon and evening severe threats. So hopefully we don't hit 74, but if we do, or if we even surpass 74 degrees for that forecast high on Sunday, that's when severe weather becomes a growing issue. Saturday, clouds decrease. It's going to be a bit breezy. That's your pick day. If you need to get outside, if you want to get outside, do a little spring cleaning. Saturday is going to be your day to do it by all means before Sunday rolls in and brings with it the chance for what could be some severe weather. We're seeing a nice drop in temperatures even after those showers and storms. So while we're quite mild now through your weekend, we kick off your work week pretty breezy, pretty wet as well. So let's get into the timing, because I'm sure a lot of people have questions about their each respective locations. So we'll get into the timing. So this afternoon, we were in the upper 70s. We're still in the upper 70s across the viewing area. Now, because we have increasing clouds overnight into your Saturday, those temperatures really aren't going to drop dramatically. Yeah, they're going to drop into the lower 60s in spots. Maybe a little bit of rain. I mean, you saw it just a second ago, and you kind of see it just to the top and the right of the banner there. Maybe a little bit of light rain. I'm not worried about it. In fact, the low 70s do return. Now, the afternoon on Saturday, while we are expecting the clouds to stick around, the rain does hold off until the late evening. So it's going to be one of those Saturday evenings in which it starts off dry, but maybe when you're heading home from hitting the town, it's going to be pouring rain. You might hear some rumbles of thunder with this as well, but like I mentioned a few minutes ago, I'm not concerned about severe weather for this first batch. The sun is going to be down. This is mainly going to be a rainmaker. Yeah, temperatures are in the 60s, so that's where the rumbles of thunder kind of come in. But by 5, even closer to 6 o'clock in the morning, and then certainly by 10 o'clock, as you can see here, the heavy rain from the first batch of showers and storms, well, it's east. In fact, by the early afternoon, mostly sunny skies do return, so the mid-70s is where we expect those forecast highs to be. Now, if we get the sun a little bit earlier, get the clearing a little bit earlier, we could very well see high temperatures get closer to 80 degrees once again, like we did today. And that would be, of course, bad. That would not be good, because we don't want to have ample heat and ample humidity for what you see in the top left corner there of the graphic to work with. Likely this line of showers and storms, it's going to be racing in from the west. Our concern is, yeah, we're going to see some of these kind of pulse in the line, but we're kind of going to be seeing these showers coming in full, or these storms rather, coming in full speed and full steam ahead. Because we're forecast to hit the mid-70s, dew points are going to be in the 60s. These storms, even if they spark off far west of the area, they have plenty of fuel to work with over the tri-state areas. So we will see these continue over the tri-state. So I'm going to back it up. I'm going to take you a little bit slower through that. So our time frame for severe weather is from 7 p.m. to 2 o'clock in the morning. It's a big time frame. We're going to shrink it. The only reason why it's broad is because we're still 48 hours out from the event. And of course, it's likely to change anyways. The weather has done crazier things, I promise you. So 7 o'clock, it's still in the 70s. And then here is 8 o'clock. Notice that maybe a couple of showers try to fire off ahead of this main line of showers and storms. That's good. It kind of zaps away some of the power for these storms to feed off of. But like I mentioned, these are coming in hot. So we'll see how even a little bit of rain helps. Here is 9 o'clock, starts to cross into the I-75 corridor, getting closer to I-71. We're still in the 70s. It's 9 o'clock in the evening on Sunday. Here is 10 o'clock. Starting to affect areas along or south of the metro, along I-75 down towards Dry Ridge and Falmouth. Lebanon, Wilmington, the I-71 corridor, closer to 10 o'clock is your expected arrival time. And then there's 11. Starts to move east into Adams County as well as Highland County and Clinton County, leaving behind some cooler temperatures. I mean, they're still in the 60s. That cold front will kick in later on Monday. I'll show you those temperatures here in a second. Here is midnight. Notice how most of the weather, the bulk of the thunderstorms has shifted east. We're still left with a little bit of clutter here on this forecast models, but by about here is 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, we could see some lifting showers and storms from the south. Some of the models have it, some of them don't, in which the good news is while these could produce some heavier batches of rain, most of the energy has already been zapped from the atmosphere with that first round. So that's why the time frame for severe potential is 7 to 2 and not 7 to like 4, because the second batch, while it still is there, it still bears watching, it doesn't have as much energy available to it. Even then, here is, let's get you to 6. I mean, 6 o'clock, we're looking mostly dry, maybe a couple of leftover showers. And then by Monday, the rest of the day is going to feature those dropping temperatures. So I kind of did a lot of unpacking there. You can always rewatch that. We'll always have the latest coming in the forecast center as well. So let's go ahead and unpack some questions. Oh, not a lot. That's perhaps good news, right? So Susan tuning in, good evening. It was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day. Absolutely. We hit 80 degrees here in Cincinnati. It's feeling more like May than anything. And we got Jane tuning in. Good evening. Hi, Jane. Good evening. Hopefully you're enjoying your evening as well. And then we've got Jen saying the first round is the one to watch. And I mean, all showers and storms definitely bear watching. The first round, though, Jen, because it's coming in so early in the morning, it's also not the cold front, so there's not such a drastic temperature drop. That first round, yeah, showers, storms. We're going to be watching that pretty carefully for the first round, but nothing severe is what I'm seeing. So first round is going to wake you up, but I don't think you're going to hear the sirens at all. Jeff saying the storms need to go away. Yeah, the storms, yeah, they need to calm down, right? Jen saying 10 to 12 p.m. So that's not our time frame, Jen. Our time frame is going to be for severe potential. That is from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. So 7 p.m. Sunday evening, Jen, through 2 a.m. on Monday. Again, subject to change. This is for the second round, not the first round. And our main concerns are going to be in the damaging wind gusts and the heavy rain with that second round. And then conditional threats include large hail and tornadoes. Tornadoes look like they'd be brief spin-ups. Sarah's tuning in. Hello, hope everybody is having a great night. I hope so too. It's Friday. You guys made it. Congratulations. Jeff saying he hates tornadoes because he lost his house in a tornado. That's tragic, Jeff. I'm really sorry to hear that. I really hope you guys were able to rebuild quickly. And Russell is saying, what is worse to come from the storms? Widespread, we're talking gusty winds and heavy rain. And lightning, of course, you can't forget about the lightning. And then as far as conditional threats, as you can see behind me, large hail, so that's 1 inch in diameter, and then tornadoes, plural, possible. They'd be of the spin-up nature. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. Melvin saying, hi, Erin. I know it's going to be cloudy. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend, Melvin. Yeah, it's going to be a good deal of clouds, but mild temperatures to pair with it. So it's really going to be a weekend to enjoy before the rowdy end to the weekend, which is Sunday evening. So no other questions to address as of right now. We'll go ahead and take the time to get into that first alert extended forecast. Actually, no, I want to talk about rainfall totals. I'm a liar. Let's talk about the rain. So while one of our main concerns is gusty winds, we also need to talk about the potential for heavy rain. So the first batch is producing about 1 inch of rain. Higher rainfall totals will be seen with the thunderstorms, but generally 1 inch of rain is most likely. And then the second round comes in, and this one has higher rainfall rates. And so what that means is some of us could get 1 inch in a very small amount of time, in which localized flooding would be a concern. So that's why on our impact or a storm risk that we're seeing here, gusty winds and heavy rain kind of are at the same concern, same level of concern. Whereas hail and tornadoes, it's on the lower side of the spectrum. Not everyone's going to get those right, but they're still conditional threats. They're still up in the air, and they're still bear watching. All right, now that I've stopped talking about Sunday, let's talk about the rest of your weekend weather, which does include quite the temperature drop between Sunday and Monday. Mid-70s to the low 50s in a matter of 24 hours. That's that cold front kicking through. So Monday starts rainy. It starts mild. It starts breezy. But the second half of the day, while it is cooler, you might even see some sun. And then skies remain a little bit on the partly cloudy side. Chilly temperatures mid-Tuesday, and if you're sick of the 50s by Tuesday, I mean, look at Wednesday, we're back in the 70s, leading into our next best chance for showers and storms, which I'm seeing that on Thursday, which is bad news for me because that's my birthday, and I'm hoping that changes. And should it change, you guys will be the first to know. Well, I'll be the first to know, but then I'll let you guys know. I promise. All right, I'll go ahead and hop off of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening. We will be watching that first alert forecast very, very carefully. And should anything change, you'll be the first to know. Have a great rest of your Friday.